Utbah bin Abi Waqqas pelted him with stones. One of the stones fell on his face. His lower right incisor rubaya, i.e. the tooth that is between a canine and a front tooth, was injured. His lower lip was wounded. He was also attacked by Abdullah bin Shihab az-Zuri, who cleaved his forehead. Abdullah bin Kamiya means a humiliated woman, who was an obstinate, strong horseman, struck him violently on his shoulder with his sword, and that stroke hurt the Messenger of Allah, PBUH, for over a month, though it was not strong enough to break his two armors. He dealt a heavy blow on his cheek. It was so strong that 2 rings of his iron-ringed helmet penetrated into his holy cheek. "Take this stroke from me. I am Ibn Kamiya," he said while striking the messenger with his sword. The Messenger of Allah, PBUH, replied, while he was wiping the blood flowing on his face, "I implore Allah to humiliate you." Fath al-Bari 7 373, 366, i.e. Akma aka Allah. In al-Bukhari it is stated, his incisor broke, his head was cleaved, and that he started wiping the blood off it and saying, "I wonder, how can people who cut the face of their Prophet, PBUH, and break the incisor of his, he who calls them to worship Allah, how can such people thrive or be successful?" About that incident, Allah, glory is to him, sent down a Quranic verse saying, "Not for you, O Muhammad, PBUH, but for Allah is the decision, whether he turns in mercy to pardons them or punishes them. Verily, they are the Zalimin, polytheists, disobedience, and wrongdoers." Al-Quran 3-128, Sahih al-Bukhari 2-582, Sahih Muslim 2-108. At-Tabarani states that the Prophet, PBUH, said, "Allah's wrath is great on those who besmear the face of his messenger," observed silence for a short while and then resumed, saying, "O Allah, forgive my people for they have no knowledge." Fath al-Bari 7 373. In Sahih Muslim, it is stated that the Messenger of Allah, PBUH, said, "My Lord, forgive my people, for they have no knowledge." Sahih Muslim 2-108. In Ash-Shifa, a book by Ayad al-Qadi, it is related that the Prophet, PBUH, said, "O Allah, guide my people, for they have no knowledge." Ash-Shifa 181. It is quite certain that killing the Prophet, PBUH, was their primary aim, but the 2 Qurashites, Sa'd bin Abi Waqqas and Talha bin Ubaydullah, who showed great and rare courage and fought so fiercely and boldly that though they were only 2 were able to stop the idolaters short of realizing their aim. They were of the best skillful Arab archers, and kept on militating in defense of the Messenger of Allah, PBUH, till the whole squad of idolaters was driven off him, PBUH. The Messenger of Allah, PBUH, emptied his quiver of arrows and said to Sa'd bin Abi Waqqas, "Shoot an arrow, Sa'd. May my father and mother is sacrificed for you." Sahih al-Bukhari 1-407, 2-580, 581.